why is the losing culture in boxing so toxic? You see MMA fighters lose 10 fights.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna get the next one champ. Like they love their fighters more after they lose because they get this sense of respect. Why do you think in boxing like it's so toxic? Where
Don't know. It's just crazy. I always think it like you see UFC fight. I'll be watching a fight, and he's lost 8 times or something.
Yeah.
He's been knocked out loads of times, and he's come back and he's got the bout now, or he's come back and he's he's a big name now, and things like that. But boxing's just so different. Everyone writes you off. You can have a shit performance. You could just have a off night performance and still win, and people write you off.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't get it.
you lose. You show that you haven't got a chin, or you know what I mean. You're hurt in a fight. Then he's shit. He's not gonna be world champion. He's been chin like me. I've been put down a few times in a fight. Oh, he's got no chin. He's fought. People don't understand the weight drain, like killing yourself for the weight, losing 2 stone in 2 months and things like that. How deteriorated you are. They should try it and then get clipped on the chin and see how it feels.
Yeah.
It don't feel nice. But fans are fans, aren't they? They're all fickle. That's just the way they are. That's the thing with social media. I didn't really go on it anyway. So
yeah, I feel the keyboard warriors have definitely made things a lot
that's
worse,
a thing, and I don't portray that I'm a hard boy, and I keep myself to I'm a family man. I don't want to live that life, but like you see, like you'd love to see them on the street and that, and you say something to them, they'd shit themselves. Wouldn't even. They've never had a fight in their lives as well. Yeah. That's the thing. 99% of them haven't had a fight in their lives. And if you said to them, you see them on the street, come around the corner and they shit themselves.
Yeah.
Literally shit themselves.
Me and Khashal spoke about this a bit as well. People are so much more respectful in real life than they are on social media. It's crazy. The same guy who'll be like saying ridiculous things online, if you meet him in person, he'll switch up completely.
Yeah, it's mad. That's just the way it is. See me, I'm just be straight whether it's on social media or not. You know what I mean? Fucking, that's just the way I am. That's who I'll always be. I ain't a blagger. But there's too many of them, and there's too many people that disrespect people without getting a fucking or punch in the mouth for it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like these journalists that write these like articles and shit on fighters, bro, get in the ring first. Get punched once, and then you'll realize.
Yeah, then you realize, or at least have a fight. Yeah. At least have a fight, but they wouldn't even have the balls to put a pair of gloves on and have a fight. You see all these kids now stabbing each other. That. What do you think that is? Because there's that much fear of them going have a straightening on the park and getting knocked out.
Yeah.
So that's why they won't have a fight, because they think I'm gonna stab him because. Fucking, if I go and have a straightening with him and knocks me out, it's all over. One of my mates have recorded it, all my mates have seen it, and they look like a sausage. That's why it all. That's why it literally.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They won't. That's why it's all knives and that now, because everyone's got too much pride to get beaten up. Well, like just have a fight in it, and that's it.
There's nothing embarrassing about being a man and even getting knocked out like a man.
Nothing. The hardest skis is like, you probably know some hard lads. I know hard lads that have been chinned loads of times, but the serious guys though. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But yeah, it's what it is.
It also gives them more of a story. Like, who wants to see a guy who wins?
Yeah,
it's like the guy that I find inspiring. Like, for example, when I was going through very dark times, like I failed my A-levels, right? Like it's not, but then like at the same time, like around that time is when Ruiz beat the shit out of AJ.
Yeah.
Right? And AJ, I watched one of his interviews. He was like, don't let success get to your head and failure to your heart.
Yeah.
That one line changed my whole perspective on how I looked at failing my A-levels. And then like I went on this comeback journey. I literally wrote it on my wall, on my phone. That quote was everywhere. And I then got into my dream university, King's College London. So it was not AJ wins that inspired me that year. It was actually his loss. And people underestimate the power of like, like you learn more from losing.
Yeah, you do. You learn a lot more when you lose. And you learn who's in your corner as well when you lose. That's a lot. That's the thing with boxing. You lose, no, you turn around, no one's there. When you lose, when you win, everyone's there. When you lose, everyone's got off, mate, on the motorway back home. That's a thing. Like, I've always kept a small team, and it's just kind of like me and my brothers, couple of friends, and that's it. I mean, they're gonna love me if I win or lose.
Yeah,
and I'm the same with them. And they could win, they could lose. I've seen Cal. I've travelled the world with Cal. He's won world titles, defended world titles, big shows, done everything. But then I've travelled when he's lost. But we're still gonna be there, isn't it? That's what it is.
What advice would you give to someone coming up in boxing right now?
Don't do it unless you're 100% about it. And just be careful in it and get the right team around you. Little tight team, and then work hard, and give it your all. And don't be worrying about going out with your friends and doing all that kind of stuff, because by the time you're 20 odd, your mates are gonna deft you off, got a few girlfriends, and you won't see them again. So just do while you're young and give 100% to it. That would be mine. But like you say, not everyone will listen to me.
Yeah. That's the mad thing about when you're that age, you think you know everything. Innit?
Yeah, so. You do. Yeah, of course, man. Of course. And that's the thing. You need older brothers. You need your dad to be telling you. Like you say, I never had a dad tell me. I used to think I knew everything. Whatever I said in my head, I thought that's right. When he won, you know what I mean? But obviously, I'd Cal to look up to. He kind of had this success first in boxing, and then we kind of followed. And then Gamal was just not. Gamal wanted to box and read it at all, and kind of we say to him, "Come to the gym," and he was on with nine. He always played football, and he loved football, so he stuck at that. And then eventually, he listened to us and started coming to boxing. So he like we was massively influenced Gamal to boxing. Like Gamal, I don't think Gamal would be boxing if it weren't for us. So he's coming to, and he's in a short amount of time just changed his life massively.
Yeah,
working at JLR, working at Land Rover, hated his job, coming to boxing, and then within 8 years, 7-8 years, he's Olympic champion, and a good name in boxing. Made a lot of money, so done really well, and it's only the beginning, really. So he's got a good 5 years left, and he'll be world champion in probably a year time.
Inshallah.
So
you guys are a great example of what brotherhood is and should be like.
Yeah, you know what it is. I know a lot of people, and they don't get on with their brothers really, and I think it's mad, man.
If you enjoyed this segment, please make sure to like and subscribe. Also, the link to the full podcast is in our description. And finally, I wanted to say that please make sure to follow and download the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so we can bring you more amazing content. Thank you so much for listening.